Hello, dear friend. Welcome back to English Talks with Avie. Relax, listen, and improve your English.
Hello, my dear friend. Welcome back to our quiet corner. Today, I want to ask you a simple question. How do you feel when you make a mistake? Do you feel sad? Or do you feel embarrassed? Most people hate mistakes. We want to be perfect every day. But tonight, we are going to travel to a beautiful old town in the mountains. We are going to meet a girl named Lena. Lena is a master clockmaker. Her clocks are the best in the world. But Lena has a secret treasure room, and it is not full of gold. It is full of failures. Let's listen to her story. Lena lived in a town called Silver Bells. In this town, almost everyone made clocks. There were big clocks for walls, small clocks for pockets, and giant clocks for towers. The people of Silver Bells loved perfection. If a clock was 1 second slow, the clockmaker felt ashamed. Lena's father was a good clockmaker. He wanted Lena to learn the craft. When Lena was 10 years old, her father gave her a small box of brass gears and tiny screws. "Try to make a small watch, Lena," her father said. "But be careful. Do not fail." Lena sat at her wooden desk. She worked for 5 hours. She put the tiny wheels together, but when she finished, the watch did not move. It was completely silent. Lena felt a big lump in her throat. She wanted to cry. She felt like she was broken. She went to her father. "I failed," she said softly. "The watch does not work." Her father sighed. "Clean your desk and try again tomorrow, Lena." Lena went to her bedroom. She looked at her reflection in the glass window. She thought, "Why am I so bad at this? Why did I fail?" Then she saw a blank notebook on her shelf. It had a simple brown cover. Lena took a black pen. She did not want to forget this feeling, but she also did not want to feel ashamed. On the front cover of the notebook, she wrote 3 words: "Proof I tried." Inside the notebook, on the first page, she wrote, "Today I put the gears in backwards. The watch did not tick. I failed." When she wrote the words down, something strange happened. The sadness in her heart somewhat disappeared. The mistake was not inside her head anymore. It was just on the paper. It was a fact, not a shame. The next day, Lena went back to her desk. She looked at her notebook. She saw the words, "Gears in backwards." "Ah," she thought, "today I will put them in forwards." She made another watch. This time, the watch ticked for 2 minutes, and then it stopped with a loud snap. Lena broke the small mainspring. She opened her brown notebook again. On page 2, she wrote, "Today I turned the spring too tight. It snapped. Mistake number 2." Years passed. Lena grew up. She became 20 years old, then 25, and finally 30. Every single day, Lena worked on clocks. And every single day, Lena made mistakes. She dropped tiny screws on the floor. She scratched the glass covers. She painted the numbers incorrectly. But she never threw away her notebooks. Every time she made a mistake, she wrote it down in sequence. By the time she was 30 years old, Lena had filled 12 big notebooks. They sat on a shelf above her desk, all with the same title: "Proof I Tried." Because she knew exactly what not to do, Lena became the best clockmaker in the town. Her clocks never stopped. They were beautiful, loud, and perfect. The king from the capital city even bought a clock from her. People said, "Lena has a magic gift. She never fails." Lena just smiled when she heard this. She looked up at her 12 notebooks. She knew the truth. One dark night, a thief came to the town of Silver Bells. He heard about Lena. He heard that the king bought a clock from her for 1,000 gold coins. The thief thought Lena must have a secret book, a book with magic instructions for perfect gold clocks. At midnight, the thief climbed through Lena's kitchen window. He walked quietly into her workshop. He looked at the shelves. In the dark, he saw the 12 big notebooks. He laughed quietly. Ah, the secret treasures! He grabbed 3 notebooks and ran out into the dark forest. The thief ran until he was deep inside the forest. He sat under a large tree and lit a small candle. He opened the first notebook with excited hands. He expected to see drawings of gold and maps of treasure. Instead, he read, May 14th. Today, I spilled oil on a customer's clock. The oil ruined the wood. I had to pay him 10 silver coins. I am an idiot. The thief was confused. He opened the second notebook. He read, August 3rd. I forgot to check the big gear. The clock chimed 13 times at noon. The mayor was very angry at me. The thief opened the third notebook. It was the same thing, page after page of mistakes, accidents, and failures. There were no magic words, there were no gold maps. It was just a history of things that went wrong. The thief felt very annoyed. This woman is not a genius, he shouted to the trees. She is just terrible at making clocks. These books are useless. The next morning, Lena walked into her workshop. She looked at her shelf and saw that 3 notebooks were missing. She looked at the open window and saw dirt on the floor. She realized a thief had visited her. Suddenly, she heard a sound outside. She opened her front door. Sitting on her doorstep were her 3 notebooks. On top of them was a small piece of paper from the thief. It said, You need to find a new job. You make too many mistakes. Good luck. Lena looked at the note and then she laughed. She laughed until her stomach hurt. She carried the notebooks back inside and put them in their place on the shelf. She was not sad that the thief read her failures. She was happy to have her history back. A few months later, a young girl named Mia came to Lena's shop. Mia was 12 years old, just like Lena was when she started. Mia's parents wanted her to learn from the great master Lena. Mia was a very clever girl, but she had a big problem. She wanted to be perfect immediately. In her first week, Mia tried to clean a vintage clock. Her hand shook, and she accidentally scratched the silver face of the clock. Mia dropped her tools. Her eyes became full of tears. She covered her face with her hands and began to cry loudly. "I am so sorry, Lena," Mia sobbed. "I am terrible. I ruined the beautiful clock. I can never be a clockmaker. I'm going home, and I'm never coming back." Lena stopped working. She looked at the scratched clock, and then she looked at the crying girl. She did not look angry. Her eyes were very warm and gentle. "Mia," Lena said softly, "come with me." Lena stood up and walked to the high shelf above her desk. She reached up and took down the very first notebook, the one with the faded brown cover from 20 years ago. She placed it on the table in front of Mia. "Open it," Lena said. Mia wiped her eyes with her sleeve. She looked at the cover. She read, "Proof I tried." She looked at Lena, confused. "What is this?" "Open it and read the first page," Lena smiled. Mia opened the old book. The paper was yellow and smelled like old dust. She looked at the messy handwriting of 10-year-old Lena. Mia read the words slowly. Then her eyes went wide. She looked at the page. Then she looked up at Lena, the greatest master in the country. Mia could not believe what she was reading. She whispered, You did this?" Lena sat down next to Mia. She pointed to the yellow page. "Yes," Lena said. "Read it out loud, Mia." Mia cleared her throat. "Today, I put the gears in backwards. The watch did not tick. I failed." Mia looked at the next page. "Today, I turned the spring too tight. It snapped. Mistake number 2. Mia started to flip through the pages. She saw hundreds of mistakes. She saw notes about broken glass, dropped screws, and angry customers. She saw that the great Lena had failed more times than Mia could count. "Lena," Mia said, her voice small, "why did you save this? Isn't it painful to look at?" Lena shook her head gently. She took the notebook and held it against her chest. "No, Mia," Lena said. "When you look at this, you see shame. But when I look at this, I see my most honest story. This is the story of my life. These 12 notebooks are the exact reason why I am a master today." Lena leaned closer to the young girl. "Every mistake in this book taught me something. When I put the gears in backwards, I learned how they fit together. When I broke the spring, I learned the strength of the metal. If I never made these mistakes, I would know nothing." Lena pointed to the scratched clock on the desk. "You scratched the silver face today, Mia. That is wonderful. Now you know that your hand must be lighter. Write it down." "Write it down?" Mia asked. "Yes," Lena said. She went to a drawer and took out a brand new notebook with a beautiful green cover. She gave it to Mia along with a black pen. "This is your notebook. Write down your scratch today. Collect your mistakes like they are beautiful stones, because each stone is building the house of your future." Mia looked at the green notebook. She looked at the pen. She felt the heavy weight of fear leave her shoulders. She realized that she did not have to be perfect. She just had to keep trying. Mia opened the green notebook. On the cover, she wrote, "Proof I tried." Then, on page 1, she wrote, "Today, my hand shook and I scratched the silver face of a clock. I learned to hold my tools more lightly." When Mia finished writing, she smiled. She picked up her tools again. She was not afraid of the clock anymore. She was ready to continue. Years later, Mia became a great clockmaker too. And next to Lena's 12 brown notebooks on the high shelf, there were 10 green notebooks, all filled with mistakes, and all labeled, "Proof I tried." The people of the town still thought the clockmakers had magic hands, but Lena and Mia knew the real secret. They knew that success is not a straight line with no failures. Success is just a collection of mistakes that you were brave enough to learn from. Your mistakes are not evidence that you are broken. They are evidence that you are still in the game. They mean you are trying, you are moving, and you are living. This beautiful fable reminds us that we must change the way we look at our failures. When you practice your English, or when you start a new job, you will make mistakes for sure. You will say the wrong word. You will forget a grammar rule. But please, do not run away from your mistakes. Say to yourself, "This is proof that I tried today." Each mistake is just a lesson that makes you wiser and stronger. What about you, my friend? If you had a notebook named "Proof I Tried," What mistake would you write inside it today? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and hopefully we can build a safe space where we are not afraid to share our failures. If Lena's fable gave you a little more courage today, please like this video and share it with a friend who is trying their best. Stay brave, stay curious, and I will see you in the next story.
Thank you for listening. Subscribe for more English Talks with Avie. You can explore more videos here. Thanks.